Elo Hell is real in Overwatch, but not the way you think it is. Elo Hell is not bronze, nor is it silver, gold, or plat. It is the entire ranked system, and you have to accept that. The reason you can't climb is not that there are Smurfs, you have bad teammates, or anything else, because those are present everywhere in the system. In order to climb, you have to accept the state of the system as it is and be willing to take a step back, self-reflect, understand that you are the only person you can perfect, and adapt to the situation. So let's discuss how you can deal with bad teammates, Smurfs, and leavers. Bad teammates are inevitable. With this knowledge, you have to understand that there is literally no point in complaining about them when you climb. As a matter of fact, thinking about their bad plays is actually going to make you play worse, as you're going to be allocating more brain power to them instead of playing at your best. That being said, if you have a tank that is being reckless, you have to give up trying to keep them alive through crazy amounts of damage, and instead, try to follow up on their aggression by trading out a pick elsewhere in the fight, no matter what role you are on. If you have a tank that is playing incredibly slow and try to walk in, you have to switch to characters that will benefit from a longer fight like snipers and others. If you have a DPS that is struggling to confirm kills, it honestly comes down to your mechanics. Every single role has options to do it themselves, although some have it harder than others depending on the map. The reality is that making up for a bad DPS is probably the easiest compared to a scared tank or a feeding healer. If you have supports that are dying first every single fight, react by peeling for them harder or going characters that have heavy self-sustaining possibilities like Hog, Ball, Soldier, Tracer, or Mei. These are all characters that can do it themselves when they need to, even if they aren't the best in the meta. Moving on, Smurfs nowadays are incredibly common, but just like bad teammates, what are you going to do about it? As much as you hate to admit it, there is nothing you can do. So instead of complaining under every post or video known to man, understand that the devs have no answer and you just have to work to get better. I have made a video before about how to counter Smurfs, but the steps are locating the Smurf, understanding the character they are on, and target countering them the entire game. Look at my unranked Jean Baptiste, for example. It was clear when the enemy was simply playing characters that stopped me from carrying the game, because when they swapped off said characters, the team immediately began stomping again. This is a very difficult skill to learn, but it is possible with a shift in mindset. Now, I'm not condoning smurfing, but Awkward has a decent idea behind how you should play against Smurfs. Just like bad teammates, you are better off trying to adapt and learn from the Smurf than you are complaining about it. As much as the complaining feels like you are fixing the problem, you are only making the problem worse for you. You don't need to play against Smurfs to improve at the game, but it does provide an opportunity for you to learn, and you have to try and make the best out of a negative situation. It is important that you navigate the system correctly around leavers. Leavers are the ultimate test of a player's mental strength. There is quite literally nothing you can do to stop someone from leaving the game, whether it be on their own accord or their internet. However, if you start noticing patterns of bad games, Smurfs, or leavers, you can simply stop queuing for the day and focus on developing another skill. There will be days that are just not good days to queue. Some days you'll get really solid games consistently that push you to improve, and on others, you'll get Symmetra players on both sides with Roadhogs and Junkrats. It happens all the time, no matter the rank. Sometimes the day or the current hour you're queuing is just not the right time. I can guarantee that days like this would be better spent reviewing your gameplay, training your aim, or taking a break and giving yourself time to recharge. Many of you are players capable of climbing, but you're so caught up on the factors outside of your control. Understand that there's nothing you can do about some games, and work on creating the best version of you possible. Elo Hell is real, but it is not one specific place, it is the entire ranked system. Things do not get better the higher you go. There will always be bad teammates, Smurfs, and leavers. The only thing you can do is locate problems as they arise and adapt accordingly, whether that be by changing your playstyle or stopping your tilt queuing tendencies to relax and develop your weaker skills. Understand that you are the only problem that you can solve and get the job done. You'll find that it is much enjoyable and empowering to focus on the problems you can actually solve compared to the ones that are much out of your hands. With that, thank you all so much for watching, but until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.